What's going on? What's going on? What's your favorite
What's
podcast? Eagles
happening?
podcast is right here. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there?
Yeah.
What's happening?
What up? What up, y'all? Hey, we here. We here. That's all it is. That's all right though. It's all right.
Hey, ain't
No
nothing. It
biggie.
ain't nothing.
Hey, one thing about the Regal Eagle podcast is right here. We ain't biased. If we doing shitty, we gonna let you know we doing shitty. So we gonna sit ahead and talk about it. So let's just go ahead and get right into this thing, man. We ain't gonna hold nobody back. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, we took this embarrassing L this weekend, up by 21, didn't do nothing else in the second half. There's nothing. It was just straight flat. So, what was the biggest factor in this loss on the Eagles? Was it execution, coaching, or injuries? What you got? What you got, Meech?
Hey, it was halftime. The
Yeah, right.
halftime was the big.
We should play straight through.
We should have stayed on the field. We should have stayed on the field. I mean, hey, this was the biggest letdown, meltdown, whatever you want to call it, man. Since the Falcons lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl 20, they were up 28-3. They lost in the Super Bowl. This was the biggest meltdown since then, man. It was a catastrophe. It was a horrible game, man. We shouldn't have went there, man. We shouldn't have went to halftime. We should have stayed on the field. But man, to answer the question, man, it's D, all of the above, man. It's I would just say a lot the execution and definitely the coaching, man. The coaching didn't change. It's lackluster, it's boring, it's vanilla, whatever you want to call it, man. It's just D, all of the above.
What you got, Duke? What you think?
Man, it's a mashed potato full of all of it, man. To be honest, it's like execution just wasn't there. Discipline just wasn't there. You know, coaching like some of this stuff could have been easily fixed with coaching. It just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Injuries didn't played a factor as well. So it's just a mashed potatoes, everything. Like when Adoree Jackson went out, as much as I can't stand him, now you see the importance of him even when he's there. Even when he is still trash,
It's
he
Duke.
gets
It's
Yeah.
Duke.
but
It's him, man. You sound like you about to start
yeah, it's
percolating
me.
or
Yeah,
something.
I've been glitching. I've been glitching even before the show started. I was
Go
trying to
ahead,
hurry
turn
up
it
and get on
off. We
these
see you
headphones.
next.
So
We
if
see you
y'all
on
can hear me,
Saturday.
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
We see you on Saturday.
Morse code. That's
You
Morse
know
code.
what's
That's what
called a
love is.
Hey, do y'all know this is our biggest loss as far as up by 21 points since Andy Reid was the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles in his first year. We ain't never blown a lead this big since then. It was bad, man. What you think about it, Gotti?
Man, definitely the execution, man. Blocking. I wrote down every play from the second half, and as far as the pass plays, a lot of those passes were thrown out of bounds or bad passes because of pressure. Penalties, my goodness. I mean, and they came in the clutch too. Couple long passes. We got the hands to the face. God damn, what was the other one? Um, it was
Defensive pass interference.
no, I'm talking about on our offense. On our offense, there was another penalty.
It was on a big game too. It was a big game we had,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was. I think it was
it was on
on
Oh, it was
Johnson.
when
Bernard
Goddard. It was
Johnson.
when Goddard caught
Goddard.
that pass on the left side.
Goddard. Oh, then no Goddard, and they called that BS one on Smitty.
Yeah.
That's those. So those two. But as far as the passes, all of his passes except that little BS shovel pass and the high pass to AJ, all of the other incomplete passes were out of bounds throws because he was under pressure. Everything else was complete. So that's why I said I credit that to the blocking, the penalties, and just not being creative, man. And we talked about these plays and the creativity of the plays. Um, and so I guess you can mix the coaching there with that, man. But I think overall the execution was the major factor in yesterday's loss. And I'm in the second half specifically. I don't even think I'm gonna say anything about the first half. Everything
First
I
half
say
was
is
good.
probably gonna be about the
Yeah.
second half.
First half was a good
So
half. It was a good
yeah.
half. First half was good.
I mean, we
First
did
half was
everything. We did everything, and the bad thing about it is somebody. I think it was Duke, man. You closed out one of the podcasts, or the last one, and you said, "Let's leave it with one word." And I said, "Oh, he gone." I said consistency. which I shouldn't have said because we're being consistent. We're playing one half of football. We're taking off the second half. We're taking off the first half and playing the second half. We're being consistent with that. So I should not have said consistency because they went right back into doing what they normally do. So execution, man, execution.
Yeah, it was yeah, like I said, the first half was, and like I said, I'm an Eagles fan, so I know how shit goes. I didn't even get excited the first half. I was just like, okay, we playing good ball. I even put that in, okay, first good half. Second half came, and like me said, halftime. We should just play 4 quarters just straight through. That even just kept the halftime out because I just don't know after halftime it just all fell apart. We just couldn't get
Fell
nothing
apart,
done.
man. Fell apart. Fumbles. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't turn that one fumble, what was it? The punt return, or was it the punt return?
The one
Whatever
we
that
fumbled.
one return. That's the one they didn't turn into a touchdown, right? Was that
Yep,
one?
Yep.
But still, you know what I'm saying? But still, we didn't go down there and score, off of that or whatever. We never know what it would have been if he'd have had the ball, but just terrible execution, man. Fundamentals.
Yep. So we talk about the execution fundamentals, all that stuff. So how about our offense? As far as our game plan, did it match up against the Cowboys defense, and where did it fall short at, Gotti?
Like I said, man, I think it just the discipline, man. Like I said, the pass. I wrote down every play from the second half. Every play, we had I think 8 drives, in the second half, 7 drives, and all the pass plays that we ran. Like I said, there was 2 bad passes, and all the other incomplete passes was because he had to throw the ball away. Everything else was complete, right? Had to throw the ball away because of the blocking, and then those other passes, those big games we got complete, they got called back because of penalties. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that's where our biggest problem was on the offense. We could pass on them. We just couldn't get the plays developed enough to get the ball down there, and when we did, that discipline factor kicked in with those penalties.
It was a few plays I seen as far as when we was on offense, like that one sack, that big sack that Jalen took. He had somebody open on the right. He had a few people. It was back there for like 6 seconds dancing around back there. He had somebody open. I thought he was gonna toss it to the right because I forgot who was over there. But he had somebody open to the right, and he back there dancing around. And I thought he was just gonna get rid of the ball, but he held on to it and took that big old sack.
If I gotta look at it again, but I think it looked like he was targeting AJ. Like his body was positioned to throw the ball to the left. I honestly thought they was gonna run a quarterback draw on that 3rd and 2. I think I probably would have been more happy if they ran 2 fucking tush pushes right there. But I'm like, man, why would you call that play? We're already not getting protection up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And I wouldn't have ran a 5 or 7 step drop pass. I would have got the ball out quick. I wouldn't have gave those guys time to get their blitz package settled up. But I knew the quarterback draw was coming. I don't know why it didn't come.
What do you think we fall short at, Meech?
Hear me out, fellas, and everybody listening to the Regal Eagle crew worldwide. I have to put it on one person again, man, because there's going to be times when, the offensive coordinator, we know he sucks, right? We know he sucks, but at what point does our $250 million quarterback take over and say, hey, this is not working. Let's do this, or let's do this, right? If you're the quarterback and you're the leading rusher with 33 yards, that's a problem, right? When does it change up? When does the quarterback get the onus? When does it fall upon the quarterback to say, hey, this isn't working? Because do you think that Tom Brady would have sat there and continued to run failed play after failed play and then just say, oh man, it's the calls we're getting. They're giving us bad calls. You see what I'm saying? That's not an elite level quarterback. An elite level quarterback is going to be able to, hey, fuck Kevin, man. This is what we're about to run right here. We did this a couple times, you know what I mean? In a couple games when you Gotti called it out when Devontae went back and said, hey, I see what they're doing. This is what we need to run. That's what needs to happen. You see what I'm saying? That's how you mastermind. Those are the field generals when you're playing football. This is why I have the hang up with Jalen Hurts. Is because yes, he's efficient. Yes, we won most of our games. Yes, we just won the Super Bowl last year and this and this. But the amount of talent, the amount of firepower that we have on our team, man, I want my quarterback $250 million he's being paid to be able to change the game. Audible. If you see this isn't working, you see the offensive line isn't holding like Gotti just said. I need more quick releases. I need more quick slants. I need something to change up the offense. And if they're blitzing, you throw it right over the guy, man. This is why I say Jalen Hurts, he bothers me. I like him. He's our quarterback. We're going to support him, but he bothers me. I cannot call him an elite level quarterback.
Just like we talked about, we talked about Tank all the time. That boy had 1 carry for 8 yards. At what point did you be like, hey, let's feed Tank? Barkley ain't getting nothing. We got it, okay, but he ain't getting nothing. Let's just bring Tank in and see what he can do.
He's averaging 6-7 yards.
6 years a pop.
6-7 yards a carry.
Yeah,
you're averaging. Saquon's not doing it this. Like you said, the defensive their hit to the game this year is not his year. We got it right. Put him in there and run the ball, man.
I just don't know. What you got? What you think about this, Duke? Duke, can you hear us? You good?
Yeah, I should be straight. Am I straight?
Yeah,
now?
you straight now. You straight now.
Okay.
What you think
Yeah,
about? Where did we fall through that?
No more code red.
Don't worry. Hey, I ain't gonna let you down. I mean, the offensive game plan just wasn't there. I don't know how many times I gotta tell him what to do, and he just refuses to listen to me. The man just refuses. He goes rogue at times, and I don't get it. But when it's all said and done, like literally, offense played well the first half. The second half, they just came out stinking it up. They stunk up the joint, and there's nothing that we can say to say like this is why. Like it was like everything happened. Everything just nothing went the way it was supposed to go in the second half at all. And when I say at all, I mean at all. From fumbles to miscues to hold on to the ball too long. It was just everything. Every single thing that we could possibly imagine go wrong, it happened. It just
This
happened.
is like deja vu from 2 years ago. I ain't know. It's like the same situation. I looked at sports today. I seen like Chip Kelly. I seen people getting fired. You know what I'm saying? I'm scrolling looking like, hey, where's KP at? Why I don't see
You
him
know
on
what?
here.
I'm not
You
gonna
know what I'm
lie.
saying?
I'm not gonna lie. If they came out and said KP was fired, I feel like, to be honest, Eagles Nation would have had a sigh of relief. Like, thank you. Finally.
I look at it like this, man. Who called the plays in the first half?
I did.
KP called the plays in the first half, right?
No, they were all me. It was all me.
No, sir. No, sir. You just said he won't listen. KP
He
called
wouldn't
the
listen to
plays
me.
in the first half.
Right.
So
He
what
went back to
happened?
his own self. He said,
What
"Oh,
happened?
okay, cool, we got it." He said, "You know what? I got it from here, Duke. Appreciate it." All right.
We executed in the first. It was the same offensive coordinator in the first half as the second half, right? It was just all of these years. If you look at all of these years, last year, the year before last, we had the bad year and all of this type of stuff. If you look at all these years, when you're doing research, you're doing data analysis, statistical analysis, whatever you want to look at. If things don't add up, you start subtracting. If you take away all these people, the common denominator is Jalen Hurts. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to hear it. The common denominator every year on these teams is Jalen Hurts. Yes, Jalen Hurts, since he's been in college, he hasn't had 2 consecutive years with somebody called on the plays, right? I get that. I get it. And it's a lot in the beginning. The first couple games, when you're trying to find out the coach's playing style, whoever's calling those plays, okay, I get it. You're trying to the growing pains. That's what the preseason is for. But that's where I say the second half of the season is where that elite level quarterback mentality is supposed to kick in. You're supposed to say, hey, this shit ain't working. Dude, I need you calling my plays in my headset right now because I'm not listening to KP.
I got you.
They wasting your talent.
They are.
They are calling the good game from the house.
I'm calling.
Wasting your
Bro,
talent.
I'm scripting it up perfectly. I'm scripting up the way it should be done. So shall it be written, so shall it be done. I don't understand it. I just don't understand why they just don't listen to me. It's crazy to me. And I'm getting paid the least.
what what
That's why
what
they.
what I don't understand is also is and I appreciate everybody in the comments, right? Red Jet, you talking about it's a wake up call. The wake up call was at the beginning of the season. This isn't a wake up call.
Week two.
We've been skirting by this wake up call was the beginning of the season when AJ Brown had 4 or 5 games with only 50 yards receiving. Number one receiver only has 50 yards in a game. You know what I'm saying? He got 3, 4, 500 yards an entire season. That's out of control. You know what I'm saying? The running back, I say Saquon, the premier running back, isn't doing this thing, and you still trying to feed him the ball. It's not working. Change the shit up.
Absolutely. Hey,
I
you're the
mean, like I
definition of
said,
insanity.
you can run those
Definition of
plays.
insanity.
Those plays that you running for Saquon, just run them with Tank. Pick Tank in there and see what Tank can do with them same plays. And see
Yeah, I
what
mean,
he-
What we see, eight yards
definitely
a
two
carry.
different.
Did we see what we
They're
doing with
definitely
it?
two different. They're definitely two different styles of runners, man. Tank is going to hit the hole, and he's going to try to make you bounce off of him. Saquon is going to hit the hole, try to hit the hole with some finesse and spin. Hey, man, shit ain't working, bro.
you
Hit the
see that
hole,
spin, you see
hit
that
the hole,
spin got
get you
them
2 or 3
yesterday.
yards, get you 2 or 3 yards, and it's better than zero. But all
That
that
spin
that spinning and shit, hey,
it caused
man,
a fumble yesterday. It caused a fumble. That spin caused a fumble yesterday.
shit.
Look, Tank had 1 carry.
Carry for 8 yards.
He had 1 carry. He had a quarter of the amount of Jalen Hurts had the entire game on 1 carry.
1 carry.
Right? He had 25% of his yards on 1 carry. Jalen Hurts was the leading rusher on our team with 33 yards. That's crazy.
You can't win football games like that.
Absolutely
You can't,
crazy.
you can't
No.
win like that.
And you would think that they would listen to AJ when he's up here in interviews after the game or pregame, whatever, saying we can't win like this. And everyone knows that what he said is true.
It is.
We cannot continue. We're not going to go deep in the playoffs if we play the way we're playing right now.
Do you
Period.
think if Randy Moss was saying that to Tom Brady in New England, that Tom Brady would be like, "Hey, I don't know, man. It's on the offensive coordinator. I don't know. We just
And
gotta
he
do
wouldn't. He
whatever
wouldn't be like.
says."
He wouldn't be like. You gotta talk to KP about that. He wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that.
No.
He wouldn't
Talk to
say
KP.
he would say that.
Hell no, he
Deflect.
wouldn't say that.
I know Belichick wasn't going for that type of stuff. You won't talking like that in the locker room, period. But what I'm saying is Tom Brady was an elite quarter, Peyton Manning, elite level quarterbacks. These guys had the ability to say, hey, this is not working for us. Change it up in the first half, the first quarter, the second quarter, change it up. I'm calling the plays now.
And a lot of those guys, they go to the line with 2 plays.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like we going up there with 1 play, and then the check is something that we already a play that we already have established. It's nothing based on the defense,
Bro.
The point that when the momentum shifted to Dallas was when Coop was going one-on-one man coverage with these goddamn receivers, and he was getting burnt on every play. That's when the momentum shifted. When they figured out that Coop wasn't that guy, and they threw the ball to him every time, and he's getting burnt. That's when you had a pass interference, the holdings and all that stuff. You get burnt. That's when the momentum shifted.
Yep.
And then Coop up here batting like he's 5 years old trying to fight somebody.
He walked
Man,
through a
if you
fucking
don't
spider
put them
web.
hands down and
Bro,
turn
I
and
was
look for the
like-
goddamn ball,
I told you.
go
I
look for
said,
the
listen.
ball.
And that's what I said. He exposed. I mean, that's the blueprint right now. We set the blueprint for every other team that plays us right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, Coop can't hold this throw alone. That's how it was a couple years ago. Just throw alone, man. This when Bradbury was on it. When Bradbury was on that squad, just throw alone. Either gonna catch the ball, or gonna get a pass interference. So when was the momentum shift, Duke? For you, when was the momentum shift?
To me, as soon as Saquon fumbled that ball, that was it. Once he fumbled, I said, God damn, man. He ain't done it all season. He did it there. He did it today. And then it was really done as soon as he hit him. When a boy got popped on a punt return. That's
2
it.
possessions, 2 fumbles,
I said,
back
that's
to
it.
back. Not even a possession and a couple plays. The last 2 times we touched the ball, we fumbled.
That was it.
Ridiculous.
There was still a slight chance when even when Saquon fumbled, there was still a slight chance. Because I'm thinking, how you get inside the 10 and y'all still don't score and y'all punt. I was like, okay, you know what? We got a slight chance because we might be able to do something. So I called a few plays, didn't listen. They listened to one, but didn't listen to the other ones. Okay, cool. Then after that, I was like, yeah, it's over. It's over. We ain't gonna win this game because they just not listening.
Yeah, but I
But
Hey,
just
so and Bebop, whoever that is, Bebop Jones, man, we talking about some. Yeah, we still on top of the NFC. The
No, we are
Rams
not.
actually they over us
no, we ain't.
now.
No, we ain't.
They over us now. The Rams got us by
The
one,
Rams got us
but
by a game. The
he
Rams on
B
top.
Bebop is a Niners fan.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care what they are. We still, I mean, if it comes down to it, we still own, you know what I mean, the head-to-head over the Rams. If it comes down to it, I got that. But the reason why I'm talking so much stuff is because I've seen this. We saw this a couple years ago when we went 10-1. We were 10-1 ahead of everybody, and we knew that there was no way as Eagles fans we should have legitimately been 10-1. Although we won, our record is what our record was, but we got exposed those last 6 games. We lost 5 or 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we lost quite a few after that.
And speaking about the Rams, I'm being honest, I looked at the Rams. The Rams got the rest of their schedule is easy. The way they playing right now, their schedule is easy.
Hey, it's always that trap game, them sleepers out there.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but
So
the way they playing ball right now, man, they
because the Panthers will upset somebody's schedule.
but just looking at it though, looking at the Rams, I mean they pretty straight for the next few games they got. So they got a pretty doable schedule.
They got the Lions and the Seahawks later in their
Yeah,
schedule.
that's the two biggest games they got left. But we'll see. But other than that, man, we just not playing good football.
We not.
So how
And
would
it
you
didn't just start
evaluate
last night.
Huh?
It didn't just start last night.
No, it's been the whole season.
Listen, nothing that happened yesterday was unexpected except the comeback. In the beginning of the season, we all predicted that we were going to split a game and we were going to win. Each team was going to win their home game, right? We knew that. We know our secondary was weak. We know that, right? We're going against the number one pass offense. We know that we only been playing one half of football. That's what happened yesterday. Nothing yesterday was unexpected except the comeback. So I'm not even upset about the loss. I'm not even upset about the score. I'm upset about the process, the way we lost. If we was going back and forth the whole game, and they ended the game like they actually ended it with the field goal, I wouldn't have a problem with that, right? Like I said, we all predicted. I was trying to find that video earlier, Sal. I'm sure we all predicted this away loss for us, this home win for them. We all predicted that, but the fashion in which we lost is what I cannot accept and what I don't like. So that's everything else. Everything else that happened yesterday, we've been doing it all season.
Yeah.
We said that. That when we beat Tampa Bay, right? I said the only reason we beat them is because they ran out of time. You know what I'm saying? They would all of these teams were coming back on us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get exposed. I don't think we got exposed because all the teams were doing it. You just.
That's right.
Okay, so I know we're gonna talk about Meech. You know, he always talk about his $250 million quarterback over there. So how are you gonna evaluate as far as overall performance from Jalen Hurts?
Is that really a question?
How you evaluate the quarterback? Like I said, man, the second half, like I said, I wrote down every play in the second half, and all the pass plays that were incomplete were thrown out of bounds because of pressure. There was one over AJ's head, and then that little bullshit shovel pass. All the other passes was on point, but he didn't have the time. But like going back to what me said, when you go into the line and the stuff's not there, you know you got to be able to check out of that, man. And if you're a quarterback and you're going to the line with one play, you know, like I said before, it's a problem. You know, they go out there, defenses go out there, they disguise the coverage. You know, they send blitz packages in. You know, when you see them line up in a certain formation, when you call hard count and you see a damn backer coming up, you got to check out of that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that play ready, the next play ready, you know, you setting yourself up for failure. It's like you watching the bull come with his horns at you if you're just gonna run the play anyway.
And that's going back to what Meech said. You know, as an elite quarterback, if you were an elite quarterback like Brady and them, They see that at the line. They're gonna change the play at the line.
And you don't even have
They
to
gonna
go
make
as high as
adjustments.
Brady. You
Yeah.
think Aaron Rodgers out there with one play?
Yep. Tom Brady gonna make changes.
Aaron Rodgers be cussing them coaches out, cussing them out,
I just
cussing the
you
players
know
out on the field. You know
that's
what
why I
I'm saying?
think sometimes his demeanor just his demeanor just too nonchalant. Sometimes to me, it's just like, yo, man, I need you to get angry over here on the sideline.
Yeah.
I need you to get pissed off. I need to see you slamming your fucking helmet down. You know what I'm saying? When you do a bad play,
You see him get hyped when he score a touchdown, but you don't see him get pissed off hype.
He come back
have
with
you
the
ever
philosophy.
seen? Have y'all ever witnessed? I mean, I'm quite sure y'all have, but have you ever seen the times when Tom Brady gets pissed and he walking up to Bill Belichick,
Yeah.
him cursing him out? He's
Like I said,
super cussing out the
it's
OC.
not even the super elite quarterbacks. You don't even have to go
come
that high as
on.
elite.
Like, get in their face a little bit, Jalen. Don't do this.
Or come up with some philosophy.
No, bro. I need some intensity.
Yeah, I
seen
need
Aaron
some
Rodgers-
hot.
You can get a Pop Warner kid get out there and he get hype. He's gonna get hype. He's gonna let his mama know it. He's gonna let his uncle know it. Then everybody out there, his daddy know it. He will let everybody know it. Jalen gets out there, makes a crazy call, and comes back and like, oh well. I mean, turnover on downs. Okay, it's okay. No, it's not okay, bro.
I seen
It's
Aaron
not
Rodgers
okay.
push his head coach.
So
That's what I need to see. I think the players need to see that too. You know what I'm saying? They need to see their head guy, their leader, getting pissed about the bullshit that's going on the field. And he just don't do it, man. And I think they just like he come back with some philosophical ass, quote or something he gonna say. Bro, ain't nobody trying to hear all that right now. Anybody trying to hear that, the glass is half full. Or is it half? We ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. We want somebody cussing and spitting and going crazy, slamming their helmets down out there on the field, man. That's what we want right now. And you ain't giving it to us. He just ain't giving it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Crazy.
and it's the same. It ain't like this is the first time we've been saying this. We need to see more intensity out of our quarterback. I just don't know. I mean, he just a guy. He just doesn't have it in him to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did our defense do enough to slow down the playmakers?
next question. They scored 24 unanswered points. They scored 24 unanswered points. Did they do enough? Hell no. Next question. 24 unanswered points.
I mean,
Come on now.
unanswered is on the offense. To be honest, with you know what I'm saying. But I think that the Cowboys found out where we was weak at, and they exposed it.
But I'm gonna say we talked about this. We talked about that. They got a high explosive offense. We all knew that. So we knew they was gonna get theirs. We knew, and we thought, man, to get theirs, we got to get ours. We had to match it.
We didn't have the people to match it. The Cowboys with the number one passing offense. We didn't have the people to match it with not the passing offenses. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have the people to match it, with New York, who wasn't in the top anything with passing. We don't have the personnel to match it, to match a good passing defense, let alone the number one passing defense. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we have weaknesses that have been there from day one, and the Cowboys exposed it. They got some big plays down the field, some big chunk plays. They didn't nickel and dime their way down the field. They got those big chunk plays down there and wore the defense out. And that's where they excelled at. They exploited our weaknesses the same way anybody else would have did, but we had so many weaknesses for them to exploit, and they have so many weapons who wasn't able to stop them.
You on mute.
Who is Chris Smith friend in the comments? Because I'm about to unload on his ass.
No.
So
He's been on the show before. He's been on the show before.
Nobody said it was gonna be a blowout.
No, go ahead and get him. Trust me. But before you do, I do want to say, John, hey, just FYI, if you go back to the last show, we did say, well, at least I know I did, and I'm pretty sure Gotti said it too, though. But I said as long as we keep him under 27, we should win. I said, but the key is trying to keep him under 27. So we did say that last week.
Unfortunately, I think I predicted like maybe a 4-point margin.
No, I predicted 30 to 27, but I said as long as we keep them under 27, we should be fine.
That's
gonna be tough though.
That's less than 4 points.
But
I mean,
bottom line is, The bottom line is we did keep him under 27, but it just wasn't enough. Like
Yeah.
our offense just didn't score enough.
Nobody said was gonna blow him out. What Chris Smith
Yeah,
talking about?
I don't
Is
think
that
nobody
Curb?
said that.
We all called it a close game. We all called it a close game.
Yeah.
Is that
But
Curb?
Who?
Dookie, is that Curb Chris Smith?
No. Chris Smith, he lives in North Carolina, Nashville.
well, okay. So
I know.
thinking about we talk about this right now. This matchup, we outmatched. But what happened? What was it? What happened from what was the difference from the first half to the second half?
Cooper. They started targeting Cooper. That's what it was. All the big plays came off of targeting Cooper. He got burnt. Cooper DeJean got burnt all the time by whoever he was guarding.
Pickens.
But whoever it could have been Cooper could have been guarding the center. He would have got burned.
Yeah.
Whoever he was guarding,
Yeah.
whoever Cooper was guarding, he was getting burnt. That's what happened, man. That's when they started getting those big chunk yards off of him. I say this every game. I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but I'm telling you, Cooper is not designed for man-on-man coverage. He get burnt all the time by their number ones, number twos, number threes. I mean, he needs to stay in that middle so he can, shift coverage here and there to adjust and help out or whatnot. Or if he got the safety that's going to come over and give him a little help or something like that, that's going to pick up after, if they're running past 15 yards, the safety can go over there and pick up that because Cooper's going to get burnt at the 12, 13-yard mark. He's going to get burnt every time. That's why he's grabbing jerseys. That's why he's doing pass interference. Those come from undisciplined players, or those come from players that are getting beat and don't want to, get put on ESPN top 10. That's what happens when holding and all holding past 5 yards, pass interferences and all that stuff over and over and over again. You're getting burnt.
Yeah, Cooper's always getting. He's either getting burnt, pass interference, or he's always getting them holding calls.
Every game. But
every
normally,
game.
Normally he may get a man-on-man, he get burnt, and then they put him back in the slot, and you put, I would have rather had Ringo or anybody over on that side. Kenya Mitchell, he's doing his thing on the other side, but every time they targeted him and they got those big chunk plays, 50-yard passes, 30-yard pass, like, come on, man.
And it's crazy because when Pickens got open, when he got beat when Pickens beat DeJean and whoever the hell it was over there, that was a self-inflicted wound because Michael Carter II, he picked Quinyon on his own. Like, he did it himself. He ran over to Quinyon's side and didn't know rather if he wanted to go in front of him or behind him. By the time that called the snap, play started running, they smacked into each other, which in turn made Quinyon have a two-step drop off of him. Next thing you know, Cooper got to go over there and try to help, and that's like. So we did it to ourselves on that play, to be honest. If you go back and you look at the play, they smacked to each other together.
Yeah.
We picked ourselves and they went back and caught the ball. So I don't get it. I don't know, man.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
So what? I mean, we seen all this. We seen Coop getting burnt. I wonder why they didn't make some adjustments. Why we didn't make any adjustments?
Who are you gonna put back
everybody
there?
else is getting hurt.
We ain't had nobody put back there.
Yeah.
No depth on that side. No depth on the corner side.
Nope.
Zero.
Yeah, he was the best of the worst options I had to use. I had to use him because they said, oh, okay, him and Bradbury, them the Caucasian brothers and all this stuff. They said, Meach. I said, pull his ass. Y'all saw, I said, throw the damn towel. Bring Coop over there. They was like, no, man, that's going to look bad. It's going to look bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going to look bad. So they wanted me to keep him in there. I said, pull his ass.
Oh, man.
Like how they put Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody always say, the safeties are like slower cornerbacks and all this type of stuff. I was trying to bring Sidney a play or two and see what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And keep, keep Cooper in the slot or do whatever you want to do for him, or put Cooper in safety or something like that. We got to switch it up because that side is lackluster, man. That side is lackluster.
Very much. And it's even gotten even worse with what Makuba being down.
Yeah,
it's even worse.
Yeah. So we talk about adjustments. We talk about responsibility and adjustments or the lack of. So as far as that goes, who does responsibility fall on? On the coach staff?
I think it falls a little bit on both of them, man. Like I was saying before, after each play, after each series, they got the little iPad on the side. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what they're doing with it because it's not making adjustments.
Playing Tetris. That's what they
They're
doing on
doing
it.
something.
Playing Tetris.
Square, rectangle, trapezoid, tetrazoid, whatever they're doing. But
Playing Angry Birds.
but the
That's what they doing.
coaches, you got the coaches. They got all this technology and they can see everything out there. And then players, then they're lined up over the players. You know what I'm saying? So the players should be able to tell the coaches, hey, this is what they're doing. They're shading left, they're shading right. You know, when they do this, they're twist blitzing or whatever. They also have to provide that feedback. But ultimately, they're out there playing the game. The coaches are out there with the overhead view. Tons of coaches. Now, don't it ain't just the OC and DC out there. There are layers of coaches between the players and the coordinators. Running back coach. The scheme coach. All these other coaches that are in there. They have that responsibility as well to look out to see what's going on out there and make those adjustments. Definitely at halftime. There's no reason why we came out halftime and didn't score a single point. If anything, I think adjustments should be made after the first and second series. They weren't. Play the whole half. You wait to halftime to make some adjustments. We played a whole half. We played a half a game. Let's go into halftime and make our adjustments, which is too late. But when you go out there and you make those adjustments and you come out and you can't do anything, we might have had maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first downs in the second half. 5 first downs in the second half. Terrible. Of course, yes, some were some penalties took away some first downs, but 5 first downs in the second, and the penalties that go towards the discipline. 5 first downs in the second half. Ridiculous.
So how much of the responsibility falls on the coach and Duke?
All of it. The players, everybody, the chain gang, all of them, bro. I mean, it makes no sense, man. You've halfway into the first quarter, you should start making those adjustments right then and there. Halfway. Once you've taken eight minutes off the clock, all those adjustments should kick in because you still have a little bit of gap in between the first and second quarter. You can get the whole team together and say, hey, we need to start doing this. This is what I'm seeing. This is what they're doing. And then at the half, then if you want to come through with a different game plan, if that's not working, then do so. But as long as it's staying with its course, don't change nothing. Keep it the same. And I don't know why they just cannot make these adjustments. I've crammed to understand it. I don't get it.
It's just a bad deal, man. I just don't. Like I said, first half we had a good first half, But like I said before, we haven't really been playing the whole complete game since we've been playing this season. And the momentum was high the first half. I was like, okay, we're doing all right. But of course, once again, that's why I keep my defib and my blood pressure cup. I keep all that stuff on standby because I know I'm gonna need it at some point in this game. As soon as the second half, I think maybe after the first or second drive of the second half, I plugged it in and started getting it warmed up because I knew I was going to need it, man. It was just bad. So, what positive, if any? Do we got any positive? Can the Eagles take away from this loss? What we got, Meech? If any positive, if any?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, my grandma told me, man, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Hell no, it's nothing positive to take away from it, man. It's just this is why people start to say that the game is rigged, that they weren't playing Tetris, they was talking to Vegas. The odds. How do you come out 21 points and you don't do anything the second half? Like you totally shut down. Come on, man. That's what I say. It's out of control. I was so pissed off, man. I just wanted to go find somebody and just whoop some ass on the street. You know what I'm saying? Just walk out in my neighborhood, knock on the door, trick or treat, motherfucker. Whoop some ass, man. I was getting pissed. I was pissed, man. It was making me so mad. I just felt my hands balling up into a fist, man. I just wanted to, I wanted to cold clock somebody. Somebody.
I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to a game like that, and I get real intense. Everybody in the crib, don't nobody come out. Everybody in their room, bro, don't nobody come out at all. Whatever.
For me, man, honestly, for me, it's my anxiety, bro. It gets so high, and I can feel the anger in my body, and I just want to release it. And I'd be like, that's why, like sometimes, like during the game, like everyone's texting, I have to turn my phone down because I'll be so mad that if someone says something to me, I feel like I'm gonna pull up on you, like right now, and I'm gonna fuck you up. what I'm saying? Right now. Like, don't say
Hey.
shit to me.
Hey, I was
That's
like
just how I
Trey. I
feel.
was like Trey yesterday. Trey from Boys in the Hood. When he came with his CEO girl, he just swinging.
I used to be like that, man. I used to be like that, but
That's how I
hey,
was. You know?
I ain't getting nothing from these boys, man. They ain't in hell. As much as I spend on tickets, like nah, man. But I do think I think I seen a difference, man, in the routing tree yesterday. Not they got away from the same old routes. Those balls that Smitty was catching.
Shit.
Those
I tell you what, I bet you I am. I bet you I am.
It's a
Go ahead,
different.
But
about
go
that
We
life.
ahead.
ain't about that life, dude. We ain't about that
Yeah,
life.
shit me. Hey, I don't like violence, but I welcome it. Trust me. I'll open the door and let them come right on in.
Ain't no killer, but don't push.
Yeah, I don't like violence, but I'll welcome it.
Yeah, I definitely think there was they were more creative with the routes yesterday. Some of those plays I said in the pregame that I'd like to see was hitting that tight end, like 5 and 10 on the out, and that's what they were hitting them with. But those plays that was getting called back. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the only thing I seen positive yesterday was the route tree. Other than that,
I will say this. Now that they won, I like the fact that the Dallas, the odds are getting open. They getting the feeling back. I like that. That's good. Cause guess what? When you crack your fucking head, I want it to bleed, don't bruise. I want it to bleed. So when y'all crack that head and don't make it in, bleed. I want that forehead to be. I want that speed knot up, that big old swole knot. I want blood trickling from that thing. I don't want it bruised. I want it blood. I want that thing to be bleeding. That's right.
they like what number 10? They got too
Yeah.
many people in front.
Yeah, they like number
Ready?
10 on they down there. They like number 10.
And we play the Bears, so there ain't gonna be no shift there no matter who wins. But they have what Kansas City and Detroit coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we talk about the
I
positive
think the
and the
Vikings is a
negative.
trap game too.
Talk about
Go
the
ahead.
positive and negatives of the squad. Who stood out to y'all on each side of the ball? Positive and negative. Dude.
Offense, Smitty was out there working. You know what I'm saying? He went down. He came down hard on his back. He called somebody in, and before the play started back, man, he was already back out there. So I gotta take my hats off to Smitty. Defense, man, I'll probably go with Zach Bond. Yeah.
He had a pick too. He had it right in his
He
hand.
did have a
Dropped
pick.
it.
He had a pick. He dropped it.
Yeah, he had the fumble recovery. But yeah, man, not a lot of pizzazz out there. I looked at one play, man. Jordan Davis was getting triple team. So I'm like, where if he's getting triple team,
I mean,
where's
positive.
everybody else at?
If you got to go
Where's Carter? Where's
on our
Phillips?
side of the ball, positives. I would say I truly think that Dallas should have got a lot more targets than what he did. But I'm like, God, he
He only
Vontae
got two, didn't
had a yeah, it wasn't a whole lot, but he should have had a whole lot more than what he did. Devontae did catch a couple. AJ got in there, which is good. Got his hands back. That is a positive. Maybe that may start a rhythm thing between him and Hurts. But on defense, I feel like the only person I would give the ball to right now on defense will be Meach. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what his intentions was during the game. I know what his intentions was. I was listening to him on through the ears. He was calling all the right plays and everything. Everything was going Michi's way, and it created a mania. You know what I'm saying? It was a mania. But I just don't understand why the DC wouldn't take light of some of the things that Michi was saying. So if I have to give the game the ball to somebody, it's definitely going to be Michi because I know what his intentions were and how the game should have went.
it was just so crazy from this game to the last game that our D line dominated the last game. In this game right here, you didn't hear much about the D line, nobody from D line at all. You didn't hear nothing from Phillips, you didn't hear nothing from Carter. No, I don't even think Brandon Graham. I don't think he even played.
No, I thought he was gonna go in there when Ojomo went down. But I mean, you gotta look at it like this. When you see, I mean, they look at the films and they see who was productive, and just like we see who's productive, and their goal is to stop that, or they build these schemes to make sure that they're ineffective. You know what I'm saying? So, we can't expect those guys to have all-star weeks, day in and day out. And then Dallas, Dallas sucks, but they're gonna play. They're gonna play us tough regardless.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
care.
good.
Like I said,
Yeah,
we
of
already
course.
predicted in the beginning of the year that we were gonna lose this game. It's just the way that we lost is what the issue is.
But like
So
you said,
I'm not even mad that we didn't have a game like we had last week. I was hoping for something close to it. You know what I'm saying? Not so far off, but I mean, they adjusted. They're doing what we're not doing. They're making adjustments. And
but like
Yeah.
you said Davis was getting triple team, but what was everybody else at?
I gotta go back and look at the film again.
I'm like, if he getting triple team, somebody got to be able to get to the QB.
Yeah, Brandon Graham
Yeah,
is back, but I don't know why he wasn't in there. Bebop.
It wasn't worth it. That body wasn't worth it for that beatdown they was getting. But you got to look at the defense too, man. The defense, I mean, defense is reactionary. You know what I'm saying? Except if you're not on the line, you know what I mean. The entire secondary, you're reacting.
Yeah,
So
you always a
that
step
uses
behind.
up that you expend a lot of energy. And so if
Oh,
the
yeah.
offense is consistently doing 3 and outs, and that defense is staying out there, I mean, those jokers are winded, man. I don't care who you are, man. If your offense is producing,
Oh yeah.
you're gonna be winded. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that don't take away from Coop getting burned on every play. And I'm not trying to make any excuses for our defense at all. I mean, because we play, obviously, they scored 24 unanswered points, right? But at the same time, this is why I put the blame back on Jalen Hurts, man, because I mean, slight adjustments that needed to be made were not being made, right? I can't remember him calling any audible. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna show their pressure. They're gonna come up and show the fake blitz or whatever they're gonna do. There's no kill going on. I ain't hear none of that. There's no kill. We switching to these plays and doing all this type of things. Like Gotti said, he comes up with one play and that's all he knows how to run. He stops right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I blame the offense for this. I blame specifically Jalen Hurts because we all know Kevin Patullo, man. We know he's crap, right? We know he's crap, but that's why I want an elite quarterback to come in and say, hey, these are the plays we're going to run in the absence of a great play caller for us. This is what I'm going to do. I got it. I'm pulling a Dan Campbell right now. I got the play caller.
But you see,
Now there you go. Pull it.
You said
That's
Dan
right. Pull
Campbell.
a Dan Campbell.
But I don't
Start
think
calling
Sirianni.
plays.
I don't
Go
even think
ahead.
Sirianni can call plays though. I don't think Sirianni can call plays. To be honest with you,
Sirianni can't call no damn plays.
He can't call
Sirianni
plays
was
either.
calling the plays when we was doing 3 bubble screens in a row. That was Sirianni. That
So
was
we got
Sirianni
no
running bubble screens.
we got no true play callers as far as coaching staff. We got no true play callers because, like you said, Dan
that's
Campbell.
where. Say it with me. That's where Jalen Hurts comes in at. Right? If you're an elite quarterback, Super Bowl MVP, you should be able to make these adjustments. You should be able to take over the play calling on the field. That's why they call Peyton Manning the field general. But like Gotti said, you ain't got to go up that high to totem pole. I mean, some good level. Look at Cam Newton when he was out there doing it. I mean, he was an MVP quarterback. I mean, he was doing things. He can make adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the defense was showing him and stuff like that. You don't have to go as high as Peyton Manning's and Tom Brady's. You mean the Drew Brees? You ain't got to go that high. Good quarterbacks should be able to make those adjustments. I didn't hear kill one time.
But what we did here is a whole lot of alpha. I heard a whole lot of that. And what I don't understand is if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, AJ's doing a 1-yard drop. If you look at the tape, and I know Gotti probably has to pull it up somewhere, but if you look at the tape on that 4th down and 2, Dallas, as soon as Dallas came out of his break, he was open. All he had to do was throw the ball. Dallas had a 2-step drop on that dude. 2 steps.
The 32.
Like, it was a 4th down and 2, I think, or
no, it was
4th down and 2. 3rd and 2. Well, like I said, Gotti got the tape. As soon as Dallas made,
when he took the sack,
yeah,
when he got sacked. It was 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Yeah, I know.
Dallas is wide open, man. He was as soon as he made the break, he was open.
And what people need to understand in the NFL, a step is wide open. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
With the amount of talent that you have, if you got to step on somebody, I mean you're open at that point.
Mm-hmm. I think Jalen.
Thank you,
Everybody
Kimberly.
want to get on me. Everybody
You
want to
get
get on me.
fixated on one person.
If things ain't adding up, you start subtracting.
Jalen like, okay, this pass supposed to go to AJ. I'm sticking with AJ, regardless whoever open. I'm focusing on AJ, so that's what I'm gonna throw it to. He don't give a shit about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? It's whoever the play calls for. That's what I'm sticking with. He ain't going through no progressions. He like, no, I'm gonna throw to AJ. He gonna try to make something happen, regardless of everybody over here wide open.
Mm.
That's how he plays. Okay, so with this L we just took, how does that affect our trajectory in the NFC? Gotti?
I think we're still in good shape. The only thing we're hoping for now is to get back in first place. The Rams they have a couple of tough games ahead of them. They have some losable games. I forget who they are, but they definitely do.
We got the
But
Bears next.
that definitely doesn't take us off the hook because we got some games that we have to win. So we got two very tough teams coming up. We got the Bills and we got the Bill. Shit. We need to be scared of Caleb Williams with our secondary look. To be honest with you. So the Bills and somebody else. The Chargers are hit and miss, but
We got we got the Bears, Bills, Chargers, and we got 2 against the Commanders.
shit, I can't even say I ain't worried about the Commanders.
I mean,
Can't even say that.
I'm worried about everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said I can't say that, but I think we still got the potential to get back on top. I don't see the Rams going undefeated for the rest of the season. To be honest with you, maybe not us either. So hopefully we don't fall lower than 2. So I think we're still in good. I think we're still in good shape.
What you think,
I think we're in decent shape, but to be honest, like I'm not gonna say I'm not worried about other teams because obviously, I mean, everybody's worried about other teams. I'm worried about our mental status right now. We're talking about well over more than half the season, and we're still making these bonehead plays. We still don't know the snap count. Like, come on now, and like at some point, I think someone said it today on one of the sports media things like, they'll get it together. Oh no, Jalen said we'll get it together. Bruh, getting it together is starting to run. That is the window's closing on getting it together, and it's damn near shut. If we don't have this stuff together by now, week 12, when are you gonna get it together? So I'm not gonna say I'm not worried about other teams because obviously we are always worried about other teams, but I'm more or less worried about our mental stability right now. I've never seen Saquon Barkley talk that low in an interview. Period. And I hate this. I hate when they say I gotta play better. We all know that. We saw that the last 2 damn hours of the game. We know that. We know you gotta play better. Tell us something we don't know. Talking about 1 yard here, 1 yard here, 2 yards here. We know that, Saquon. Do you know that? Jalen, you know you need to play better. You right? Right? Come on now. Like, we just got to get it together. Like, damn. Like I said, I be getting so mad. Like, I want to go out there and just punch on somebody. I'm so mad. It just
Hey,
don't
you
make
see,
no sense.
AJ was smiling in his interview. AJ was, I was like, AJ have a good game, we lose. It's just crazy, man. I just don't understand it. So, what you think about the trajectory, Meech? What you say about it? You think we still in good shape?
Overall, yeah, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. And this in the comments, Timberly, Red Jet, Kim. This for y'all. Y'all answer this for me. Man, we playing against OPI. We playing against Sally Hansen. We playing against Dior, Chanel. We playing against Essie. Y'all might not know what those are, but those are fingernail polishes. That's who we playing on Friday. We playing against fingernail polishes on Friday. Okay. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. Our defense should not be worried about, what color polish, what design the quarterback is going to be worried about on Friday. I don't want to hear it. Don't do Caleb like that. Caleb do it to himself. He do it to himself. Look, man, I'm not worried. I think we'll be all right. We got one more game, and like I said, the main goal for me, the first goal I wanted to hit, the first milestone was becoming the first repeat champion of the NFC East. We could have did that last night. I think we got to wait one more week or two to go ahead and knock that out the park, right? So do I think we'll be good? Yes, because that's going to put us into the playoffs, right? And then obviously we know as far as trajectory. So now I'm game planning and war planning. Will we be able to get the number 1 seed? That's going to be a stretch, right? So if we know we can't get the number 1 seed, it's going to have to go through the Rams. It's going to have to go through wherever. If we don't get it, now we need to posture ourselves for that moving forward, right? So we need to start to, rest certain players and do whatever we need to do. We need to get to that back of that playbook. That needs to get us ready, right, to go into the playoffs. We beat Dallas. That's an automatic bid. And now we're in wild card round. That's what I'm thinking about moving forward as far as trajectory. We'll be good. We'll make it. But how far after that? That's the question.
Yes, that's good. That's good stuff. Like us, we got this. I think, like I said, I think we're in good shape right now. We took this loss, but we're in good shape as far as repeating.
Shit. God ain't pay all his bill. He
No,
ain't
you know what
pay
it
a full
is.
light bill.
No, hey, he put the timer on the light 5 minutes early before the show.
So, but you know what? A lot of questions are gonna get answered. We just had a discussion. We're gonna see how they come out on Friday. We're gonna see how they come out, and how they come out on Friday is gonna tell me a lot. So we'll see what happens on Friday. We'll have that. So if you could change, Duke, this is for you. If you could change one strategic decision from the game, play call, personnel, choice, timeout usage, what would it be and why?
I think maybe I would have kept DeJean. I would have kept him in the nickel, and I would have pulled up somebody else to play on the outside and give him a chance because we already know from history, Coop's not like Major said, Coop's not that corner that we're gonna depend on. So I guess call somebody up that's already activated and put them out there and see what they got. Because no matter what, we're gonna get beat anyway. At least it gives them a little bit of time. You never know. He might be that one person that actually stands out and makes a difference as a rookie. So we'll see.
You're right. It only takes one. I mean, one person. He can just make one great play. That's all it takes. One great play.
That's all it takes.
What you think, Meech?
Same thing, man. Like I said, Coop was that guy. He wasn't that guy in college. He wasn't the guy that was running man-on-man coverage in college. You know what I'm saying? And they only get faster when you come to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You in college, you playing against certain teams. Obviously, a small percentage of the teams you playing against are going to make it to the NFL. And so you got to think it is a collaboration of speed. It's a collaboration of strength. It is a collaboration of grown man talent inside of the NFL. Cooper's going to continue to get exposed if we keep him out there man-on-man coverage. Keep him in there, disguise those coverage, throw some coverage, give some corner blitzes and stuff like that. Shift that safety over. If it's Sidney Brown, you got to shift him over the top. Anything after 12 yards, I mean, he's covering that. If you're doing man-on-man, cover 2, cover 3 offenses, any type of things like that. Keep Cooper in there as a good, spy or do whatever you got to do. Those are strategic decisions that I need to do for that, man. That's it. That's the main thing. We need to find depth on that side.
Mm-hmm.
I think y'all hit the nail on the head with that old Coop, but I also probably would, for me, I would have probably put Tank in there. Pull Saquon out.
That too.
Put Tank in there, and let's see what Tank can do. I mean, because if he bringing the spark, I mean, I got it. Saquon, be the number RB1, but if you're not having a great, if somebody else is having a better game than you, I'm gonna put the other person there. So just put Tank in there. That one carry for 8 yards. To me, one carry for 8 yards, okay, that's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah,
this guy's eating.
Like I wouldn't even say pull Saquon. I would just say just give him some more touches. Even if you want to limit Tank to maybe 6 or 7 touches, cool. That's 6 or 7 touches. I'm with that. But like they weren't they were doing that when Gainwell was in. It was Gainwell. They were going side by side. We won with the first Super Bowl. We had a 2-headed monster. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why they solely rely on him to run the ball when he's only getting 1 to 2 yards a carry. Like,
and it's like every time Tank's in there, Tank's getting yardage every time. Every time he gets the ball, he's getting yardage. And one play for 8 yards, and y'all don't put him back in the game. He don't carry the ball not one more time. That's bad coaching right there.
Saquon does a little something when he's running on the outside, you know what I'm saying, because of speed and all that type of stuff. Or we can throw the ball to him, you know what I mean, some quick screens or some bootlegs or something like that to get the ball to Saquon. But I mean, if you put Tank in there, Tank is running through the A gap, B gap, C gap on the outside, everything. Tank is effective every time he touches the ball wherever he's going, because like Gotti always alludes to, that the defenses they don't know. It's not as predictable when he's in there or what we're gonna do. That's why he has the success that he's running. He's also a physical running back that we need to do. So those two changes, man. Get Coop off of the 1v1, the man coverages. Get him off of there alone. He's fighting for the trenches. He's fighting for his life. He's fighting. He's like, yo, somebody help me, man. That's what he's screaming.
Just like,
get him out of there.
I mean, it's just like even like somebody in the comments, it said or even Shipley. Put Shipley in there. See what Shipley can do something. Somebody's gonna be more effective than Saquon on some of these games. If we don't try them and we don't let them do nothing, we ain't gonna never know. So sometimes you gotta change the personnel out. What you think, Gotti?
Hey man, same thing, man. We gotta that secondary gotta shake it up a little bit, man. A lot of it. But I mean, I agree on both sides of the ball, man. Now I talked about this before. Put Tank in there just to confuse the defense. And run them more. If Tank is only running the ball 2-3 times a game, and people see that, leave him in there. They're gonna think that he got his 2 or 3 runs, and then maybe let him bust one open or whatever. But yeah, definitely, man, we gotta shake things up. Stop being so unpredictable, like we've been talking about since the beginning of the season, and that doesn't just include calling plays. It's also personnel changes. So yeah, I definitely agree with those 2 aspects.
Well, you know how we do it. We try to keep it on time. We hit that 1 hour mark. What y'all got for the viewers? Duke, what's your last words?
Hey, shout out to the Cowboys, but like I said, I want it to bleed, don't bruise. I want that thing to bleed. That's right. When you crack that head, I want it to bleed. Don't bruise. I want that thing to bleed.
What you got for him, Gotti?
Hey man, it's a loss. The best team in the NFL has 2 losses. We only had 3. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be back. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be back.
What you got, Meech?
Hey man, appreciate the love and support, everybody, man. Hey, everybody out in the comment, we appreciate the comments being live today. Hey, tell a neighbor to tell a neighbor, tell a friend to tell a friend. The Regal Eagles a thing, baby. This is it. Saturdays, Mondays, Saturdays at 10 a.m., Mondays at 7 p.m. This is where you need to be. Put them badass kids in the bed, shut them up there, shut the door, and get on this goddamn YouTube, baby.
Hey, everything Michi said, we appreciate all our fans out there. But we still gotta get these. We still looking for some more numbers. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And besides that, hey, we'll see y'all.
Fellow on the beat.